Robert here, and welcome back to Season 1 of the Random Albums Marble Race. Last time, 9 albums did not make it to the finish, so they were all up for elimination. We have received a total of 44 votes, which is 40 votes less than last time, so let's get started. Just like last time, 2 albums will be getting eliminated today, so all the albums will be split up into groups of 2 again. First, we'll start with the first group. Random album title, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Dark Side of the Moon, and the Blue Album all win immunity, so they're automatically safe. Moving on to votes, Black Star and Hard Normal Daddy are at the most votes with 7, so they're also safe. Songs in the Key of Life is also safe with 5 votes. And now we are left with Multiply and The Mollusk as the bottom 2. You know the drill. One goes on, the other heads out. The last album from this group to make it into the final 16 is... The Mollusk with 3 votes, which means that at only 1 vote, Multiply leaves us today on the Random Albums Marble Race. Now let's put you in the results box. Alright guys, with Multiply eliminated, we are left with our final 17. Now let's move on to the second and final group. Select the Ambient Works Volume 2, These Hopeful Machines, Discovery, and Star all won immunity, so they're automatically safe. Much like Black Star and Hard Normal Daddy from the last group, Insides is also safe with 7 votes. Audubon is safe with 6 votes. And so is Kid A with 4. And now we are left with Amber and B-Brew as the bottom 2 for this group. But here's the catch though. They are both tied at 2 votes. So now I have decided that in the event of a tie, the album that got both of their votes first is safe, while the other is eliminated. So now, the final album from this group to make it into the final 16 is... B-Brew! Which sadly means that Amber leaves us again on the Random Albums Marble Race. Now let's put you back in the results box. Alright guys, with Amber eliminated again, we are left with our final 16. And yeah, just like that, the 9th elimination of this season has concluded. Congrats to those who have survived. And as per usual, my condolences to the albums that got eliminated, as well as the fans of those albums. And yeah, believe it or not, I'm actually kind of shocked by Multiply's elimination, to be honest. That, of course, doesn't mean that I think it's like, you know, a great album or anything. I only think that this is a pretty good album. But what shocked me about this is the fact that in the last elimination, Multiply wound up getting more votes than any other album. And now in this elimination, it got the lowest amount of votes and wound up getting eliminated. And to that I say, so much for all the Ed Sheeran love, huh? Also, it's such a shame that Amber won't be able to rejoin again because this was the second time that it was eliminated. But it definitely had a good run, I will say. And I still stand by this album being great, even if it's not better than Incunabula. And I still cannot get over how good Silverside is, man. But yeah, I think that's enough prelude for now. Let's get on with this episode. This is episode 10 of Season 1 of Ranmar. Let's ramp up the speed here to 5x. And yeah, y'all know the drill. The albums that make it to the finish will be safe from elimination and will make it into the final 14, while the albums that don't make it to the finish will be facing elimination. Good luck to all of you. Let's go! And oh yeah, I almost forgot. Credit goes to Wisteria for creating the amazing Parkour Palace. They did an amazing job at this. And yeah, back to your regularly scheduled programming. Yeah, all of you are gonna make this one. I mean, no doubt about it. There's only 16 of you left, and there's like less than 300 attempts of this obstacle. Yeah, Selected Enemy Works Volume 2 was second to last, and Black Star is the last to make it. And now for the Oval Gear stage. Let's do it. And the first album to make it is Audubon. And that's followed by a couple more albums, including Star, who who, like, still has been safe multiple times from elimination, which is absolutely crazy to me. It must have been, coincidental or something. Yeah, random album title also makes it. And same thing with Hard Normal Daddy. And the next album to make it is These Hopeful Machines. And now we're left with Black Star and Insides who stuck. And Black Star pushed Insides off, and they both made it to the finish. That's what I'm talking about, hubbing each other out. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, we are now moving on to the Invisible stage. Let's go. Yeah, Star is the first to make it, and that's followed by a couple more albums along the way. Including Dark Twisted Fantasy and Black Star again. And now we're left with only 3 albums left. Yeah, Selected Animated Works Volume 2 and Insights made it next. And now Kid A is going to be the last one to make it. And now for the Technoblade versus Dream Fights. Let's go on ahead and do this. Yeah, I think all of you are going to make this one too. Just like, given the amount of albums that are left, I have a good feeling that all the albums left in this competition will be making it through the first few courses. And yeah, all of them made it, as I suspected. And yeah, now we're moving on to this Complex Gear stage, or the Super Meat Boy stage, as one of my regular commenters called it, if I can recall. Let's moving on to this, and sorry for my dog barking in the background. And wow, a lot of you already made it. Audubon made it second to last, and that means that Discovery will be the last album to make it to the next stage. Yeah, okay, almost made it. Yeah, Discovery's taking forever, but it's gonna make it. I mean, there's like 224 attempts left. And Discovery makes it. Way to go, way to go. Yeah, now we're moving on to this pie stage. All of you are gonna make this 690 attempts. I mean, come on. All of you are gonna make this one. Yeah, and we already have, yeah, now 3 albums left, 2 albums left, 1 album left, and that is These Hopeful Machines, who's taking quite a bit of time to make it to the next stage. Okay, just keeps on missing, and it doesn't miss this time. Now we're moving on to the anime stage. Oh, whoa, here we go! Okay, now, yeah, like a lot of albums I've already made it to the next stage, including the Blue Album, and Hard Normal Daddy, and Dark Twisted Fantasy, and Discovery is the next one to make it, and Kid A is second to last, and now we're left with Dark Side of the Friggin' Moon. And it makes it. All of you made the anime stage. Way to go. Now for this stage. Let's go. Yeah, Random Album Title makes it first, and that's followed by B-Brew, and Songs the Key of Life, and Hard Normal Daddy, and The Mollusk, and SAW2, and These Hopeful Machines, and The Blue Album, and Audubon, and Dark Side of the Moon, and Insides, and Dark Twisted Fantasy, and Star, and Black Star. Pretty similar names, am I right, guys? But now we are left with, now we're left with Kid A, right? Yeah, Kid A and Discovery. Yeah, or should I say Discovery? I'm sorry, I'm not funny. Okay, Radiohead almost made it. And yeah, Discovery makes it second to last, and that means Kid A will be the last album to make it to the next stage. Alright, come on now. It's taking a long time here. I mean, come on now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Please, please let me stop saying come on. Ooh, finally, Kid A made it. And now we're moving on to the penultimate stage, the Red Zone. Let's go. And, yeah, B-Brew, Dark Side of the Moon, and These Hopeful Machines are the first 3 albums to make it. Congratulations. Why do I keep, like, stuttering today? Audubon makes it next, and also Sit Cole, short for Songs in the Key of Life. And Kid A is not the last album to make it anymore for now. We are now down to less than 100 attempts. Things are getting a bit suspenseful, or not. I don't know. But yeah, we are now left with 4 albums in this stage here. Okay, let's see who's next. Okay, I think that was Hard Normal Daddy that almost made it. And Hard Normal Daddy makes it. All right, we are now left with less than 20 attempts. Come on, guys, y'all better hurry up, otherwise you're gonna be put up for elimination. And that's it. And Black Star is the last album to make it to the next stage. And yeah, as it turns out, 2 albums did not make it to the next stage, and therefore they are being put up for elimination. And those albums are Star, finally, Star, and Discovery. Sorry to the both of you. You are up for elimination. And now we're going to be bringing things back down to normal speed, 1x speed, because we are finally at the final stage. And yeah, like I said earlier in this video, the albums that make it to the finish will be safe from elimination and will make it into the final 14, whereas the rest of you will be facing the fire in the next episode. The best of luck to all of you, everyone. Let's do this. Let's freaking do this. And Kid A makes it, and that's followed by a handful of albums. And yeah, we already now have our next batch of albums up for elimination because they did not make it to the finish. And those albums are Audubon, The Mollusk, Hard Normal Daddy, B-Brew, Black Star, Songs in the Key of Life, and Dark Side of the Moon. Sorry to all of you, you are all up for elimination. And meanwhile, these very few handful of albums actually made it to the finish, so they will be safe from elimination. And those albums are These Hopeful Machines, Random Album Title, Dark Twisted Fantasy, Kid A, Insides, Selected Emmy Works Volume 2, and The Blue Album. Congrats to all of you. You are all safe. And yeah, these guys are up for elimination, and so are these 2. So viewers, voters, subscribers, and everyone else out there, vote for which album should be safe from elimination by going to the straw poll link in the description and pinned comments. In the event that straw poll doesn't work, we will switch to Google Forms. Voting will end on Thursday, March 28th, 2024 at 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The 2 albums with the least amount of votes will be eliminated from the competition, so start voting and stay tuned.